All right, guys, so further expanding on our don't get hurt when crossing the street post. So right now we're in South Philadelphia on Washington Ave. And we're at the intersection of 15th and Washington. So if you're comparing a property, for example, right now we are in between the 1100 block. Washington separates the 1100 and the 1000 block of South 15th Street. So for example, say you're analyzing a property on, let's call it 1200 block of South 15th Street. And you're doing your research, and you find a comparable property on the 900 block of South 15th Street. Technically, that's only a 3-block difference. And that falls in line with, the radius of which you should be comparing properties. But here's the problem with that. In comparing your property on the 1200 block to another property on the 900 block, you crossed the street. You crossed the major avenue, which is Washington Avenue. And if you don't know, Washington Avenue, major street, it runs east to west across South Philadelphia. But what it does though is it separates, at least where we stand right now, it separates one neighborhood, which is Graduate Hospital, very solid area with properties going anywhere from mid-300s and up. But what happens is when you move south, when you cross Washington Avenue going south, you kind of move further into Point Breeze, New Bode area. And that area has nowhere close to the values of Graduate Hospital. So you always want to be careful when crossing the street. Don't hurt yourself. Because what can happen is if you're comparing something cross major avenues and the values do change, either you're gonna come in super low on your offer and it's gonna be rejected and it just won't make sense, or you're gonna come in super high, which you don't want either. So for example, if you're analyzing a property in Graduate Hospital, which is north of Washington, but you're comparing it to properties that sold south of Washington, your offer number is gonna come in super low. And then your seller or your homeowner might be like, dude, you're crazy. Why are you offering that? I know what's going on in the area, blah, blah, blah. So once again, be careful when crossing the street. See you later.